Dracut was not a rich community. That's why you see different uniforms throughout the years. They just couldn't afford to buy, you only bought so many uniforms, and the rest of them were from the year before. But in my personal feeling, it was a pleasure to play with these guys and the other gentlemen who a lot of them passed on, because
we lost a lot of them.
I had the opportunity at the high school. I played semi-pro with the Dracut team, and I played for the Air Force team I was in Libya, and there was an Air Force team I played for. We played throughout Europe. But I never saw the same, even with the Air Force people, I never saw the same build-up and strength and feeling that we had that year. It was there, but not like I experienced. So therefore, we were a mediocre team. But I just want to stress, I can't speak for the 48 team because I had left, but that 47 team was phenomenal. And
well, the 48 team only lost one game.
One game.
So it's carried on.
So that's my feeling. I summed it up. That's how things worked out for me as the captain. I was very proud to be the captain, and these gentlemen, I'm sure, are proud through life of being a member of that team. That individual team, I'm not familiar with the 48 team. I had to go to work, but the feeling was there. And when we had that huddle before the game, we had a prayer. Now, I don't know who was praying or not. They might have been swearing at me, I don't know. But we had it, and it just gave everyone that feeling. Of course, Margie and her gang, they helped us out on the sidelines.
That's why they won.
That's right. But I just want to stress that.
No, I think that's very important to stress.
The other thing is, we started out like a bunch of ragamuffins, right? I mean, we're all poor. We all had just gone through a depression, really, in World War II. And I think that Ed Murphy did something to us. I think he brought us up from youth to, I think, close to manhood in a very short period of time. He was very influential in our development. And as I said, there was very good relationships among the players. I don't remember anybody fighting with anybody. Do you, Tommy?
No.
Not one.
No.
I'll just give you an example of what he was like. See, I had to go out and flip the coin with the other captain and so forth. He'd say to me, Keith, call me Keith. You never use your first name. Go out, and when you flip the coin, if you win, say, we'll receive down there. That's two choices. You're allowed one choice. You either receive or you pick the end of the field. He had me saying, we'll receive down there. You get it? So the official would say, if you say that again, I'm going to give you 15 yards. You know? I mean, I'm sorry. That's what he did. That's how he was. You know? Am I correct? It's that way he operated. And if you screwed up, God help you. Get off the
Oh yeah, he'd pull you right
come off the field,
Get off the game.
bench. Ooh, Jesus, he was tough. He was a former Marine, you know.
Right.
And but how can I don't want to take
He's described
No,
much
it's
time.
okay.
Also
No, it's okay. Go ahead. If you have something to add, go ahead.
In your interview with Coach Murphy,
Yes.
he described to you how tough it was to get equipment, didn't he? Remember?
He did, yes. I
He
have.
said that whoever was there before him, the superintendent was not very
No.
cooperative about getting him money to get uniforms.
That's
And he had to
right.
go through Matthew, who was it, Matthew?
Yeah, Matthew Hooley.
Who supported him in that respect.
Yes,
So-
I had interviewed Coach Murphy about 5 years ago
Oh, did he?
at his home, and I can send it all to you.
Yeah, you should.
I have it.
I have it.
Jim has it.
You should
It's
send
an
it to
audio interview, and I asked him several different things. It was about an hour and a half long, and he describes trying to get,
Trying to get in equipment.
Yeah.
Right.
and he appreciated it when Dr. Deulis became superintendent, Chris Deulis, because they got along well, and he supported the athletic
Right.
program.
The best story was how we get the middies.
Oh, yes, and I asked him in that interview, which
The
was-
NEs know how they get the middies.
I asked Coach Murphy how you.
This
became
story
the
was
middies.
hilarious.
Oh, you get what?
Tom,
How we got the middies.
what was
The
the name
name.
of the team
Oh,
before?
And what was the name before the middies? The
It
NEs
was
know.
always the middies.
Was always the
Yeah.
middies, yeah.
That's, well, I don't wanna get, go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, that's okay, so, because everyone always asks, how does Drake become a midshipman,
In the
right?
middle of nowhere,
In the middle of-
nowhere
yeah,
near the
yeah.
I don't
ocean.
know how many stories you're
Yeah.
putting.
Yep,
No, this was from Murphy.
How did he answer that?
he
Nope.
answered the question, he said that when he started, they were the Tigers. You were the Drake Tigers. And,
This was his
All right.
interview.
What did he say?
that's okay. He said that you were the Tigers, the Drake Tigers. And after the 47-48 season, people started to notice you guys because you were so successful. You came out of nowhere because you had that mediocre year, and then you did so well. So a reporter called him up. He said from Boston, maybe Lowell, I'll have to double check. But a reporter called him and wanted to do a story at the beginning of the 48 season, 48-49 season. And then he said, well, where are your kids coming from? Because you have a nice group of ball players here. And he goes, well, they all live down in the Navy Yard. Now, Murphy said, I didn't know what the hell was the Navy Yard. I just knew that they lived down in the Navy Yard. So the reporter says, oh, you have the Navy there? You build ships? And he goes, yeah, they build ships or something down there. I don't know what they do down in the Navy Yard, but the kids live down there. So according to him, he says, well, then I guess we'll call you the midshipmen. You're a bunch of middies. And that's Murphy's version. So I'll send you the audio. So, but go ahead, Mr. Keefe.
Well, I don't wanna contradict what he told you, but
No, that's okay.
back,
Our version.
back
Yeah,
when they were building ships in Newburyport, this is the story I had got years ago, that the tree growth in the Navy Yard area was all the type of lumber they needed for ships. So they cut the lumber down in that area up to where you live and so forth, and then floated into Beaver Brook,
Right.
which went up in a pellet through Drake into the Merrimack.
yes, I've heard that as well.
And that, the people said that, or somebody said, then we should call this the Navy Yard here. And these guys are like middies, meaning Navy personnel.
Right, right.
That's what they call them out there, right?
Yeah?
So therefore, that's the story I've always had,
Wow, I never heard.
never. And I've talked to so many people that the lumber came from around the Navy Yard, floated down Beaver Brook to the Merrimack, all the way down to Newburyport, and that's where they built ships, from Dragut lumber. So that's the Navy Yard, got its
But
name.
that doesn't explain when the middies, when the Drake High School was called the middies. When were they called the middies? Was this when my
From
brother
day
was
one?
playing in 41?
I mean, it was middies,
I don't
when I
remember.
got there in 40,
I could ask my brother, but he's
Yeah.
gone.
44 was the middies.
What?
44, the first year I got to high school.
They were the
It
middies
was the
then?
middies, yeah. But before that, I couldn't swear to it.
Mm.
That's okay.
Even Murph wasn't sure about that.
No, he wasn't. That's how he recalls it, because the reporter called. He didn't even know the story of the Navy Yard. He was telling them they were building ships down there as they were speaking, so. But it was interesting though. I'll send you all the copy of the interview, because he does talk about how he get tired in Dracut as well.
So do you want me to finish? or you-
Absolutely. No, go ahead, Mr. Keefe.
Well, I don't want to, all I'm saying is, as individuals and as cheerleaders, the girls had that feeling as well, that being in town that was supposedly thought of as not up to Chelmsford or Wicker or Concord and so forth. I guess maybe we felt that it was our time.
Right.
And we took advantage of it, you know? This guy's the toughest guy I ever saw in my life.
Really?
I mean it. I've been living 88 years and I never met anybody tougher than this guy right here. I mean that. And I played with a lot of guys
That's all the Europe is.
in the Air Force and they couldn't even compete with this guy. But anyway, what I meant was that we had the determination, and I'm sure other teams have had it, but being, Drake prior to my time did not do that well. 36 had a good team, but after that it dropped off.
Yeah.
Fall of 36 had a very good team, then it dropped off, and then during the war, Drake had stopped football one year. It was fall of 43, then they picked up in 44, which was not a good year. 45 was not a good year. 46 was mediocre. And then, like Jim said, 47 was the start of the rise.
Right.
And,
No, what years did you, can you just state again what years you attended Drayton High School?
I entered in the fall of 44, and I graduated in 48,
In 48.
yeah.
And where did you live? What was your address?
And then, yeah.
In the Navy Yard.
Yeah. I had a funny life, my
Tom
mother.
is, yeah, Tom is one of the original middies.
Yes.
My mother died when I was 13, my father died when I was 17, so it was kind of a different life.
Yeah.
I had to kind of
Yeah,
do for myself, you know.
Sure, sure.
I stayed in school though, I was gonna go leave
And you did.
and you don't remember Lakeview Ballroom. I worked at Lakeview Ball, I worked everywhere I could because I had no income to eat. Eddie Murphy had just got married, he and his wife at Lakeview Ballroom, and they called me over, they said, sorry about your father now, and you lost both, yeah. When you're coming back to school, I said, I can't. I said, I have no income, I gotta leave. He said, you're coming back. I did.
You did.
And thanks to these guys, it was a great year.
Well, thank you.
I don't want, that's possibly enough for me, I guess.
All right, well, we'll come back if there's something else. So the next gentleman we have is,
Well, you know, it's hard to follow what these guys said,
no,
but looking at this guy talking, it's just the way he talked about how to fish, you know?
well, could
Doing this too,
Could
right?
we just state for the film, your name?
Milton monoxylus.
Milton Monoxylus, okay.
And Tommy and I were close even outside of football, hanging around the Navy Yard.
And you lived in the Navy Yard as well?
There was,
We all live in the Navy, I don't know.
Yeah,
we
we don't
never,
break that.
we never called ourselves a name down there, Tommy. There was a big group. We met there at night. And then
See how many girls are around.
But Tommy was the firecracker in the house. You know, he got us going, he really did. And one time I was playing center at the time, and Ed Murphy had a single wing formation, which is very seldom used now. And the center, which was me, I had to look to see where I was centering the ball. With T formation, you didn't have to look. The quarterback has his hands right up there.
Right.
And as a result, centering back like that, I was getting a lot of sand in my face. Because I was the last one to lift the head,
Right.
and the guy in front of me would throw some. So at one point, I'll never forget it. I told Minnie Zanoni, who was my guard left of me, and I said, Minnie, number 30. I said, all set, Greek, I'll take care of it. Knock the shit out. But that's why my nose is all rough from getting hit.
Now, do you remember when you first met Coach Murphy?
Yes. I was standing next to